Welcome to the Boston Leader Catalyst system. This is how you can create a 360 feedback form. First, when you come to this page, you will see a name. You can give that any name you want. The default is just 360 feedback, with a month. But I suggest something a little bit more specific, like if you're focusing on your communication skills, for example. Or if it's more of a general 360, you can certainly leave that name. This form description is only for your purposes. Nobody else sees it, so you can describe it however you want. If you become very advanced or start using a lot of different 360 forms, it helps you remember which one's which and what you're doing with it. But for our intents and purposes, we're just going to keep it simple and say, my first 360 feedback form. Okay, as you come down to this section here, you can choose by a model, which is basically currently divided into individual contributor or people leader roles. So there are types of questions as you select those. If you choose one, if I remove the people leadership, you can see it down selects to a fewer handful of questions. Or if you remove that both, then you can just go back and click on people leader, and you can see it lists questions for people leadership. Or if you prefer, you can go by category. What do we mean by category? Category is different areas like communication, efficiency, general, interpersonal skills, leadership, and so on and so forth. I already mentioned we're going to be doing this one based on communication, so we'll remove all the other categories. And we are going to focus on the model of people leadership. So we have a handful of questions here that we can pick from. These are best practice questions. These have come from some of the best HR experts, examples they've seen and learned, so you could certainly use any number of those. Let's say we want to pick 3 like this. Then we could just click Save Select Questions, and it will go ahead and create the form, and you're ready to go. However, you also have another option. You can come up here to the top. You may have seen here, Custom Questions. You can click on that if you prefer. Model is optional. Oh, we'll talk about this form in a separate how-to. Okay, so let's pretend like here we have selected, whoops, unfortunately I didn't save them, so we're just going to go category again, and we're going to remove everything but communication. And I'm just going to pick, let's see here. Here's the question. They create opportunities for dialogue. Ooh, I like that one. They ask more information if they do not understand the issue. That's a good one too. They communicate well with superiors or supervisors. I like that one. And we're just going to use 3 for now for simplicity's sake. Feel free to use as many or few as you like. However, we do encourage you to keep it to 10 or fewer to keep those who are responding engaged. If they see a big long list, they don't often engage as much or fully answer the questions. Okay, so based on those 3, we're going to go ahead and create form. And boom, it says great. You created it. You added 3 questions to your survey. Now you can go on to step 2 and start asking for questions, or you can test the form here. That's that screen. We have more how-to in future screens.